Greetings. I'm Morgan Titian, and I am currently invisible, apparently. Hold on. Need fix. Why is it not detecting? There I am. Okay. Yes, greetings. Welcome to the stream. I totally didn't sleep in. What are you talking about? Oh, boy. But yes, welcome to the stream, everyone. Just getting final things set up here. You can't hear it, but I do have the game already running in the background, and I totally didn't just start setting up like 30 seconds before I hit the go live button. Oh, just lost track of time a little bit. I usually have an alarm set, but I was in the middle of something when the alarm went off, and then I forgot about it. So, oops. Alrighty. Well, first things first, I just want to give a quick thank you to Radio Bone Air for the follow. People who were here on Thursday recall that we raided into him while he was playing Binding of Isaac. Oh, no, he was playing Enter the Gungeon. He was talking about Binding of Isaac because he had played that before as well. Enter the Gungeon after our own playthrough of Nimbadas. That's what it was. Trying to remember all the details. I've got the memory of a goldfish. So it's a struggle. All aboard the struggle bus. All right. Well, just doing one more thing here before we actually get into the game. There we go. And actually, I think I'm going to bring my OBS window over here. That way I can keep a monitor on it, because last few streams it's decided, or rather my internet has decided that it wants to cut out at random times. So with it on this side, it's a little bit easier to keep track of that section of OBS. Okay. Well, I'm just going to take us right over to the window here, or to the game window, rather, and bring in the audio for it. You can hear the fire crackling. We are going to make a new character named Morgan. Well, my model is as white can be, because that's how changelings are. We have no actual skin tone until we take a form. So this is about as white as I can get. Can I get white on the hair tone as well? Well, that's as white as I can get there. Oh, there we go. Okay, guess I'm a blonde now. That's actually pretty accurate. Hey, Wineria, thanks for the lurk. People might not realize it, but if you can see it there, I do actually have a ponytail in my default form. So that's actually pretty accurate. I think I'll go with that. And I do not have any kind of beard, but we are playing a Viking, so let's go for it. We want the most majestic of Viking beards. There. Viking Morgan, let's go. And into the game. Oh, yeah, I've got lots of worlds. We're going to make a new one. Stream. And I'm not going to start the server. Okay. New world for us. Let's go. Cat, you're very uncomfortable on my arm right now. Alright, getting hydration before the game actually starts. So those who are not aware, Valheim is a game about, well, essentially Vikings. We are in you know, the essentially an afterlife type thing, which is why we can die and respawn. We are summoned here by Odin, and I don't know if this is like actual Valhalla or like the step before it to prove that we're worthy of Valhalla, but it's something to that effect. Long ago, the All-Father Odin united the worlds. He threw down his foes and cast them into the 10th world, then split the boughs that held their prison to the World Tree and left it to drift unanchored, a place of exile. For centuries, this world slumbered uneasily, but it did not die. As glacial ages passed, kingdoms rose and fell out of sight of the gods. When Odin heard his enemies were growing once again in strength, he looked to Midgard and sent his Valkyries to scour the battlefields for the greatest of their warriors. Dead to the world, they would be born again in Valheim. I kind of started speeding up on reading that because it was moving faster than I was speaking. All right. So we get flown in by one of said Valkyries. Get flashes of the world below. See some trees. It's a world tree in the distance. Barely see it rendering in the corner there. More trees that we're flying over. As we dip down, drop us in our spawn, and we get to see what we're up against. Sucks that it's raining to start, but hopefully it clears up soon. Hey, Fay Lily, welcome on in. We are playing Valheim. Alright, and this is Hugin. Welcome to the 10th World, Warrior. I am Hugin, sent here to guide you in your travels. The megaliths surrounding you are the sacrificial stones. They represent the Forsaken, which you must slay in order to ascend to Valhalla. Yes, in this game, as with many other games... What are you hailing me for? This stone is a Vegsphere. These magical stones were scattered throughout the lands by Odin as signposts pointing toward the ritual grounds of the Forsaken. If inspected closer, this one will reveal the summoning place of Eikthyr, your first prey. He is a mighty beast, so you need to properly arm yourself before even attempting to defeat him. Alright, and Eikthyr is just over there. Cool! I get wood. Wood mine. How are you doing today, Fay Lily? We are playing some Valheim. We are being Vikings, and of course, punch tree, get wood. Because that is how the game works. I will definitely grab some raspberries. What you want? A tasty morsel. You found a snack. Consume it to improve your health and stamina. Be aware that before long you'll grow hungry again, so try to always have at least a couple of different meals ready. Not bad, how are you? I am not doing too bad. I may have slept in just a wee bit. Why am I sneaking? I want to sprint. Oh, of course, he's got more tutorials for me. Most items must be crafted. However, due to your recent departure from Midgard, you'll have to recall the true shape of objects. Just pick things up and it will all come back to you, I'm sure. My lesser brother Munin tells me one can fashion a stone axe out of wood and stone. Thanks, Hugin. That's helpful. So yeah, I'm not doing too bad. I may have slept in just a wee little bit, but we made it just in time for stream. I am looking for pebbles. And I am improving my jump, apparently. Ah, there's some pebbles. Gimme, gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Get them hops. Itchy. Itchy, itchy. Craft hammer. Do so. 4 stone, 5 wood. Okay. Probably should have done axe first because I would have been able to get this faster, but whatever. Improve my run just a little bit. I can hear Hugin popping in and out behind me, but I don't need to talk to him just yet. Okay, fine. What do you want? You have crafted a hammer. With this tool, you will raise mighty halls, towering fortifications. Start by building a workbench. This, in turn, will enable you to construct other things. Yes. Thank you, Hugin. I'm not even ready for that yet. There's some more stone. Pick up some branches. More stone. No. So yeah, this world is randomly generated when you spawn in. So, but I believe every seed will be the same. Oh, am I gonna have to hand this guy? I improved fist by punching him in the face, and he ran away. So, I'm okay with that. Stone axe I will craft. Cool. Come at me again, and I'll smack you upside the head. Get out of here. Right. Timber. Oh, I got a beech seed. Run him over. He got some damage from it. You can actually kill things with falling damage, like falling trees in this game. It is glorious. So I'm not sure if any of my mods are actually active right now. And by that, I mean game mods, not Twitch mods. Because I did have some at one point, but I believe that was on my old system. Maybe? I can't quite remember. One of them being like it would adjust the audio of those deer in the background because they are loud and annoying all the time. And I can't actually tell if it's actually on or not because I can't remember just how loud and annoying they are. If this is the normal volume or if this is them being quieter. So there's a chance that they're worse than what they are now. Just double checking. Yes, you guys can hear the game sounds. There. Smack him with the axe. Just let me know if game is too quiet or the music is too loud or anything like that. Bush in my way. Get out of my way, bush. Thank you. So I could just claim this as my first little hut. So river here. Eikthyr is up there. Having a small hut near the starting area could be good for building stuff. So I will claim this with the bench. Oh, I did not mean to hit middle click. I can build so many things now. Anyways, yes, repair. Repairing is essentially free. Hugan wants to tell me something about the crafting table. I am currently in a menu repairing shit. It does take stamina in order to repair stuff. That's why I said essentially free. It's not like 100% free. It does have a stamina cost, but it doesn't have a material cost. So that's why it's essentially free, because stamina is essentially free. There we go. Cool. Repair all the outside bits. Oh, sometimes the camera is a big pain. There we go. What do you want, Hugan? You have built a workbench. The workbench allows you to craft complex items, as well as giving you access to lots more building pieces to construct with the hammer. Yes. So yes, we can actually just repair all my crap now. But I can actually make a hoe and some arrows. And if I really wanted to, I could upgrade stuff if I had the materials for it, but I do not. Pulling it chair. Oh, I do have enough for bed. Okay. Yes, thank you, Hugan. I just placed it. Sleep the night away in your bed and awaken feeling refreshed and full of energy. Another improvement to your home would be some chests where you can store items. Hey, Netscape, welcome on in. It's good practice to always have some spare equipment if something unfortunate should happen to you while exploring. Yeah, no worries, Netscape. Glad to have you here. Enjoy your lurk. Getting much better at woodcutting. So in this game, as you've already seen, you can level up your skills. Thing with leveling up skills is the lower they are, the quicker they are to level up. It takes a long time to level them up, even when they get up to around 30. I think max is 90 or 100. But if you die, you lose a certain percentage of your skills. And the higher the skill level, the more you lose. So once you get high leveled in stuff, dying becomes real serious. Come on, Stump. Get out of there. There we go. See, I'm already up to level 10 in woodcutting. It's going to slow down real quick here. Because it's all exponential in how much XP it takes. Oh, what am I getting pinged for? Who dares while I am streaming? Oh, I see who dares. Sagiki dares. She's thanking me for my resub earlier. There we go. Oh, why am I crouched? I don't want to be crouched. I hate the stealth mechanic in this game. If you're crouched, See how it takes stamina to move around. Means that if you're crouching and trying to sneak up on something, chances are you'll run out of stamina before you get there. So it's pain in the butt. I mean, there is a set of equipment that specifically makes your stealth way better and makes your sneak attacks way better. But, like, it is so hard to stealth that it's not generally worth it. No. It's a very steep hill. As a very steep gorge. There's a deer there. There's a treasure chest in here. With flint. Control. There we go. Flint and some arrows. Cool. High take. Gonna see if there's anything else interesting out here. Doesn't look like there is immediately around my little spawn area. That's fine. What I'm actually going to do is just clear out some of the trees around my spawn area. Oh, don't follow me. No, instead you're gonna follow my house, aren't you? Cool. Caught right in that tree. It's probably gonna kill me. Oh, the other tree caught it. Oh, right on my house. Yep. Thank you. That's what I wanted. Please don't break my house. Oh, it took a bit of damage. I don't know. Yeah, my axe is just about broken, so I have to go in here and fix it. Repair stuff. Repairing is also free. I need a rank 2 workbench to start upgrades. I think I might be able to... I need 10 flint for a chopping block. Okay. So I have to go find more flint. Which I'll honestly probably do the next day. Because I can already see it's starting to get a bit dark here. And this game gets real dark at night. World save in 30 seconds. Excellent. I like things being saved. Cool. I'm gonna put a campfire right over here. There we go. That should be a good enough radius for me to actually be able to sleep. Because you need a campfire nearby in order to sleep. You generally don't want to put it in your house because it'll smoke you out. You sleep in fits and fretful dreams with the weight of the nightmare heavy on your shoulders. Nice. But yeah, see that's why there's a opening right there. And right here is to help the smoke if you do have a campfire inside. I like putting the campfires outside anyways. Clear out this stump. I said stump, not the fire. There we go. Make sure that is fully fueled. Get destroyed. Those little graylings are minions of the forest. Oh, boar might be good to get. Get over here. You're a dead boar. You too. You're also a dead boar. Cool. I got couple other scraps for that. And some meat. Cook that up in a bit. I'm just going down the river here. So, you generally find stuff like flint next to bodies of water. We just happened to find some in a chest earlier. That's why we knew about it sooner. But if we want to make any upgrades, we're going to need some flint. No, I don't want to be swimming right now. Come on now. Let my stamina recharge. It's a good way for me to drown. This river sucks. Oh, there's some stone. There's flint. What was that? Yep, more flint. We need a total of 10. We have 6. That is stone, isn't it? Yes, it is. Hurng. Oh, I hate this river so much. Oh, nice animation fail. Thank you. More flint. Thank you. More flint. Thank you. Sure my stamina recovers. Apparently that was enough for me to stand and not be in swim mode. Oh, I heard a neck. Yes, you heard me right. I heard a neck. There's 4 of them over there. I don't want to fight them in this steep of a riverbank. Oh, and you guys are seeing my Discord messages because I'm a pro streamer and forgot to switch this over to streamer mode. There we go. I'm a genius. Maybe I'll have better luck on this side of the river. By the way, if you run out of stamina while swimming, it starts taking your health. That's a good place to rest. I really should be looking for some food items as well. I know I have a couple raw meat, but I want to cook them before I eat them. Yeah, I'll improve my swim to go over here. Why not? And get away from that guy. I'm not fighting him in the water. That's a good way to drown. What's up here? I'm not going to find any flint up here. But I will find a boar. There we go. Yeah, I can't get that bird. Generally, you can't get the birds until you get a bow and arrow. They will fly away way before you can sneak up to them. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not impossible, but it's real hard. There we go. My total stamina. I hear a bee's nest in there. I see another boar. Get over here, you. That's a backstab. The sound effect right before I hit. Oh, I missed the second swing. No! I'm not going to get that deer. Not while he's running. Unless he comes straight towards me. Yes. Gimme. Thought I could hop over, but I could not. Perfect. I wonder what else I could find. Oh, there's another boar. You're mine. You're also mine. You will be delicious meat for me. Also, I need plenty of leather and leather scraps in order to make a bow. So bow is the best weapon to take on EVGA with. Oh, come here. That sound there was just a regular crit. So sometimes when you're fighting, you can stagger the enemy. Dang it. Oh, I missed. Recharge. Run again. Oh, shouldn't have taken that swing. But yeah, these deer become a lot easier to hunt as soon as you get a bow. Like this, you basically have to run in spurts, chase after them, and wait for them to either get stuck on something or turn around and run back towards you, like that first deer did. Oh, and I'm getting stuck on things now. and then hopefully not miss the swing when they do run towards you. My reflexes on a good day are fairly poor. Another deer right there. I've already got one I'm chasing. Miss. I don't even know where I am anymore. I'm chasing this deer. Luckily, I have a map. Oh, I thought he was coming back. See, told you, my reflexes are terrible. Also, with everything I'm running, the game is stuttering a little bit. I'm going to totally blame that rather than my shitty reflexes. There we go. Got him that time. Of course, it would probably be better if I could, if I was not talking at the same time. Cool, now where am I? Alright, I'm just going to go this way. I want to try and get back to the riverside. Ooh, mushrooms. I'll need you. Why is there a skeleton here? What's over here that spawned the skeleton? They usually don't spawn in meadows unless there's a building specifically around for them to spawn in. Oh, that's gonna hurt. I hear one with a bow. Oh, and they're shooting at me. Okay. Time to fuck off. I am not chasing that deer. I'll take a swing at him, though. Wonder if I'll ever find that deer in the future. If I ever come across a deer in the near future that's already partially damaged, that's probably why. It's probably the one that I smacked on the way by just because I'm being rude. Yeah, so like structures like this is sometimes where you find stuff like skeletons. Wonder where those ones came from, though. Ugh. Good old neck crack. Actually, what I should do... Oh, I'll eat that. I should make myself a club. Club is better for skeletons. Different enemies do have different weaknesses. No, my strawberry. Okay. I need at least another 2 flint. Yes, I realized we originally went on our little journey to find flint, and then we got distracted and found ourselves all over the place. I do see some flint here. There's the flint. Should be able to just walk right across here, grab that flint. Okay, that is enough to get that upgrade station that I wanted. So we'll grab a couple extra flint. I'm going to see what's over here because it looks like it's a gentler bank, which might be good in the future. No, it looks like it gets just as steep again. It's just got this one little section that's gentle-ish. Alright. Stamina to get back up. Come on, give me that flint. Alright, carrying too much. What am I going to yeet? Don't need those. Oh, I want to keep those. Don't need that. What do you want, Hugin? If you carry too much luggage, you will become encumbered, slowing you down and preventing you from regaining your stamina. Yes, thank you, Hugin. That's why I got rid of stuff. This place looks like it might turn into something dangerous. Actually, I shouldn't even be looking for more stuff. I need to get back to base, drop off some of my stuff, and build more. Or upgrade at least. Let's get up to this hill and see what we can spot. You can see that's part of the world tree there. You can't actually get to it. If you enable cheats in no clip, it has no collision. Or not no clip, but fly. It has no collision even if you turn it off and try and land on it. It is just a set piece. Alright, that's... What is that swimming? Is that a neck? Yes, that is a neck. So neck are these lizard type things that hang around water. But this ravine is way too steep for me to want to fight them here. Because again, fighting things in the water is a good way to drown. Alright, let's try and cross around here. Right before the neck. I don't want to do it while they're right next to me, that's for sure. Increase my swim, why not? There we go. If you're going up a hill, like you can sprint up just about any kind of incline, almost a vertical surface, but you will slide down when you stop sprinting. If you are trying to go up a hill, if you ever see a green patch like this, that means it is level enough for you to stand on and not slide. If I'm going up here, as soon as I hit the green, I can stop because it's level enough. Stupid little grayling. Get out of here. I don't even care about your loot. Mostly because I can't carry it right now, but whatever. Oh, I will try and get these raspberries though. Get out of here. Crap, what do I even get rid of? I meant to split the sack. Whatever, I'm close enough to the base. I've done these 0 stamina runs before. So once you actually run out of stamina, or not, run out of stamina when you're over encumbered, you can't actually move. Toss that. Oh wait. Oh, eating that. stuff was enough to bring me underweight. That's awesome. So I'm just gonna zip on over. My fire is still lit, which is perfect. Oh, see another leg spike there. And I can sleep. Amidst the crash of arms on the dark and glimmering plane of sleep, a face swells, snarling beneath you. Your shield... Oh, come on. Why put them up there if you can't even give me enough time to read it? Okay. I'll start putting my food at the end of my hotbar like I usually do. Food at your chest. Place. Let's stick a lot of stone in there. Actually, with crafting, I should be able to make the chopping block. As long as you can see those sparkles, that means it is close enough to upgrade the crafting bench. This does mean... I can repair everything, of course, but I can also start upgrading some stuff. So I need 5 bone fragments for the club, but stuff like this stone axe, I can upgrade with 2 stones. Rag tunic, leather scraps. Not going to do it, but I could. Hammer, I'll upgrade as well. Mostly just increases the durability for the hammer, but for the axe, it actually does increase the damage it does. A fully upgraded stone club, by the way, it is really good. I'm going to take some of that. I'll actually take that as well. Station. So if you place it right, you can fit like 5 of these on a single one of these spits, but I find that's too much of a pain to try and click, so I usually go with 3. 3 seems to be a good number. Alright, that's actually most of the meat that's on there. So let it cook. Cooking. I tend to babysit it, because if you don't, then they will overcook and turn into charcoal, and I do not want that. So, I mean, I'll eventually want that. Eventually, you do want the charcoal, not this stage in the game. There we go. There's a lot of foodstuffs for me. I'm going to make another chest here. Spin it around. Drop it right there. Why not? Just give me my dedicated food chest. Or it might not be dedicated food chest. It might just be overflow chest, because I gotta get rid of these two. Okay. Time to clear out some of these stumps. There we go. Actually, what I will make is, if I go here, make sure everything's repaired. Crude bow, 8 leather scraps and 10 wood. Oh, I thought it took actual leather to make a crude bow. Almost enough for a crude bow. Cool. Oh, 2 wood. Or 2 stone, rather. I'll make one of these. Cool. level things around here. I will end you. Hey, Hugan. You have crafted a hoe. This tool is used for landscaping. You could say it is a perfect complement to the hammer. Use it to clear the ground and manipulate the terrain. It is easier to create buildings on level ground. That it is, Hugan. That it is. I mean, he's giving us solid advice, but obvious advice. Just gonna flatten things around my base. So you can only flatten by so much before you actually have to dig things up with a actual pick, or lift it up with the with using some stone. So let's. Yeah, now I actually have a decent ramp going up here. Let's. Trying to make it a little bit smoother going up here. That last one was a little bit much. There we go. Let's try and raise it up just a little bit. Make sure it's, yeah, that's now it's in blue. Okay. There's a few different techniques to use with the hoe. Takes a little bit getting used to. That should be good-ish. Want to be around this level. So the way the hoe works is it will try to level the ground to be level with where you are standing. If you hold shift, it changes it to where you're pointing. Did I just ruin my ramp? I might have. That's okay. Actually, might just intentionally ruin my ramp here and redo my ramp. So it can only attempt to bring the level, the ground level to where you want it to be, because it only has a certain percentage it can raise or lower the ground by before you actually need to expend. Oh wow, that is actually floating a lot higher than I thought it was. Oh, that's still blue stability. That was also blue stability. That is fine. Yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, so like in order to raise it more, I have to use stone with raised ground, but I also need actual stone. And that raises it by a lot more than what just the regular version of the hoe can do without actually using material. Otherwise, it just tries to bring it as close as it can. So this is all as high as it can go. It is clearly not level. It's got lots of little bumps, but it'll suit my needs. So now I actually have a little bit of a courtyard out here. I'm going to chop down some more trees. Again, I need to have some space. And I do want to clear out the stump. There we go. I'm not sure if you can hear the noise outside or not, but there's some people outside that are enjoying the warm weather that we have for once. Last week, like at the very start of the week, it was snowing. middle of May, and we got snow. So people are very excited that there is no more snow, that it is all melted, and the weather is actually warm. That's why I built a ramp on the other side, because sometimes you can't just walk up. Did not realize this tree was so close to being destroyed. I hear you. Don't think I don't hear you. So I was explaining earlier how I had terrible, terrible reflexes. And that's true. My general reflexes are slower than average. But the only way to make up for that is stuff like muscle memory and just paying attention. Listening to the sound cues, knowing when an enemy is nearby. Being experienced enough to know what the different sounds mean. So you can overcome like natural limiting factors like a low reflex by just, you know, getting good, practicing, paying attention. Oh, he ran away right before I was able to swing at him. There you are. Get out of here. Now, I wonder, can I make a nice ramp this way? Oh, I did not mean to do it that much. Let's... I definitely need this a little bit higher. Jeez. I don't think I can get a nice ramp up the front. It is, some of the area is just not able to come up as much as it needs to be. I think what I'm going to do... Gonna bring that up at least. Should at least be able to walk in and out of my door without having to jump. Jeez, that sucks. Alright, let's fix that. Come on. Snap properly. There we go. My... Ow! Cat, don't. He, sometimes likes to hug. He hugs with his claws. Oh, I didn't realize I had one of those with me. My cat just has, very sharp claws. A little bit longer than I would like. But, I also don't trust myself enough to clip them without hurting him. So I kind of just deal. Yeah. So, like, he doesn't do it because, you know, he's malicious or anything like that. It's just, that's the claws he was born with. He was also born with many claws. He's got polydactyl. Which means he has extra toes. And he's got polydactyl on every single one of his paws. So he's got an extra toe on each of his paws. And the extra toe comes with... Oh, did I run out of stone? I guess I did. That extra toe comes with an extra claw. So that's fun. All right. Good enough for a ramp for me. It's not the smoothest. I don't need it to be the smoothest. Now what I need is another boar. And once I get a boar, I can hunt the deer a bit easier. I mean, I hear a deer. But part of the issue with like the sound that the deer make, like it gives you a general direction. But like, it doesn't give you necessarily distance. I just happened to see that one. Let's get my stamina way up there. And like the deer will warn each other if one of them gets spooked, all of them get spooked. So if there's another deer somewhere around here that I just happen to not see. Oh, this is a one start. Oh, yes. So the 1 stars, I got 4 deer meat out of that and 4 pelt. Normally you get like 1 or 2 out of each deer. So the starred animals give you more drops, but they've got more health, and if they are monsters, then they deal more damage. So I mean, there is a trade-off. Luckily, deer do 0 damage, so you multiply anything by 0 and you get 0. I'll take a stone. I'll take these stones too. I heard you. Where are you? I think he's a little bit far away. I heard a grayling. That's all. I heard him again. Where is he? Hearing another deer. Sounds a bit close, but like not seeing him at all. I am also not a very good hunter, by the way. So I live in Canada. Oh, jeez. I live in Canada, and the region I live in, it's got its fair share of wildlife. Specifically, the building I work out of. I work out of the second floor of this building, and one of the people that was working with us, he's a very avid hunter. Well, maybe not necessarily hunter, but he does like watching wildlife. So he had a scope, like just a hunting scope that was mounted on a tripod. And there we go. Wow, I'm not good with clubs yet. Make sure I stay stealthed. But even then, like there were some other people who were hunters. So, like, they knew exactly where to point this scope, but, like, they would point out, it was like, oh, look, there's a deer or there's a fox or whatever on the hillside near where we work. Because we get a lot of wild animals. And I'm looking, I'm like, I don't see it. They're like, wait, you don't see it? It's right over there by the tree that's, at a weird angle or whatever. And, like, no, I don't see it. And then, like, 5 minutes later, like, oh, I see it. Yeah, I'm not a very good hunter. I don't have hunter's eyes. All right. Well, I'm getting a fair share of deer. Oh, and there's the third deer trophy that I require. Can't remember if I need 2 or 3, but I have 3 now. I should be getting back to sleep soon. I want to check this out first. Of course you won't let me in that way. Whatever. I has shelter. Okay. Yeah, I should just be able to run it. I keep hitting control instead of shift to run. It's kind of reversed from Minecraft, because in Minecraft you just, for me anyways, the way I have my control scheme set up. Oh, there's another deer there. Yeah, you got spooked. I have it like single tap control to start sprinting, and holding the shift button to sneak. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Gimme leather scraps. What do you got? Be wary of the weather. When the temperature drops at night, or if you are wet, you will suffer from being cold. This reduces your stamina regeneration. Seeking shelter by an open flame is your best option when this happens. Yes, thank you, Hugin. That's why I'm on my way home. Are you telling me there's like all these boar that were just out my back door this entire time? Boar do not like fire, by the way. Oh, my ramp got completely ruined. Cool, that's exactly what I wanted. All right, day 4. I'm gonna prepare everything. I am going to grab all my leather type stuff. I'll grab my arrows as well. And I will make a crude bow. Done. And I'll make myself some pants. I've been going around without pants for too long. I'm sure you guys didn't want to see that. My apologies, but now I have pants. Oh, do I hear something I can test this on? I do. I missed. I'm not going to bother trying to hit a moving deer. Not with a crude bow. Its accuracy is too low. I have no problems beating your skull in. Because boars will attack you. Oh, can I get you? Can I get you? Can I get you? No, the answer is no. Oh. The answer is maybe. No. I want to get the boar stuff. What are you? This land is hard and wild, but we who are brought here are harder still. Take comfort, traveler, in the gifts before you. The good, wood and stone, the fruits, the flowers of the forest. Look also to the wild boar who roam these lands. They fear fire and the hand of man, but they can be taught to obey it. Go quietly to them and let them eat of your stock. Roots of the ground are their pleasure. That's saying if you... Oh, I did not have my club out. I thought I did. It was not my club. It was my bow. Oh, I got a boar trophy. Cool. So yeah, if you feed boar mushrooms or carrots, I believe, they will eventually become tame. But you have to keep them in a pen. Otherwise, they will get out and wander and just be a big pain in the butt. Gimme, gimme, gimme all of this food. Got a really decent raspberry patch near my place. Cool. I don't have enough arrows to feel confident in taking on Eikthyr. Right in my ear. Okay. I am going to want a full thing of food here. You can eat 3 different food items, and you see both the items that I have in the bottom left. They are flashing, which means you can eat more. The benefits you get from food are highest right after you eat it, and then it decreases over time. And then you can refresh it when I think they have up to half duration left on them. So, yes, there are benefits to eating food. They increase both your health and stamina. Each food does something a little bit different. And you can only have 3 eaten items, and they all last different durations. All right. Give me all my food. And that was just the one left, yeah. Actually, I think I can put some of that in here. I can put most of it in here. And that was it finishing. I have to get to it before it turns into charcoal. Thank you. Actually, I'll keep that with me for now. Keep that. 5 leather scraps. 3 actual leather. What do I need to actually upgrade the bow? I need 1 leather and 4 scraps, so I can actually upgrade my bow. Oof. And then I can make regular arrows. Make them 20 at a time with 8 wood, or you can use 8 wood, 2 flint, 2 feathers to get flint head arrows. Honestly, wood is enough for the Eikthyr. Hey, Tinsera, welcome on in. Being a Viking is fun. Shout out to the Tinsera. Oh, and I need the 5 wood. That's right. I'm going to need a bunch of wood anyways, so I might as well take all of it I have there. All right. Level 2 bow, which will be fine. And let's make some wooden arrows. having 100 backup arrows is a-okay for me. Pause that. I think I am about ready to take on Eikthyr. Oh, actually, I'm going to deposit my hoe, my Voldemort, and my hammer. And I'll have that kind of arranged that way. Does anyone know why I call it a Voldemort? Yes, I know I could eat another bite. I am waiting until I summon Eikthyr. That way I'll be at top buff potential. Alright, you give 15 stamina. You give 20 stamina. You give 12. You give 10. Oh, the deer meat's just better overall than compared to cooked boar meat. You're 15, 15. You definitely give more health. But I think I want more stamina overall for this fight. Let me run around and shoot off arrows and all that. Yes, Hugan, I know. You have found the summoning place of one of the Forsaken. Make the correct offering at their altar, and they will come. Be wary, though. The Forsaken are not easy prey. So craft a wicked weapon, don your finest armor, and eat a hearty meal before engaging them in combat. Yay, party time! I make the sacrifice. Eat, eat, eat. Get my bow out. That be Eikthyr. Oh, wow, he tagged me. Little bit laggy, actually. Not gonna lie. Oh god, he got me again. Please no, please no, please no. This is why I wanted stamina. Oh god. Oh, you got me again. Alright, let my health recover a bit here. You missed. Also getting a lot of bow XP from this. Nope. Don't. No. Ooh. Recover stamina. Oh, I completely missed. Nope. He does chop down a lot of trees for me, though, which I appreciate. Oh, get around the rock, please. Oh, God. Oh, he's going to get me. Nope. Oh, he tagged me. I am getting better at bows the longer this fight goes on, so... Suck arrow. Oh no. Stuck on the rock. Why don't I have the cool music going on? This boss fight is supposed to have an epic soundtrack. Do I have music turned off? There we go. Ow! Oh, thanks for dropping a tree on yourself. Appreciate that. Nope. Old AoE. Oh, uncanny dodge that one. Hey, let this tree fall on you. How's that? Ow. Oh, I'm too close. There we go. You missed me. But I'm out of stamina, so, I mean... Who's really laughing right now? Ow! There we go. That took a lot of arrows. Sorry, I'm a bit lurky at the moment. Lots of chores and things around my place today. No worries, Tinsera. I totally get it. That was me like all last week. Return to the sacrificial stones with your forsaken trophy and offer it as a sacrifice to make the gods smile upon you. I will do just that after I gather these up. So, a lot of stuff nearby that I would probably want to gather. EVGA is really good at being a lumberjack. Who'd have thunk it that a giant lightning deer would be really good at chopping down trees? What's my weight at? Yeah, I can chop this tree down, no problem. I mean, EVGA already started the job for me. Might as well finish it off, right? Did the music end up stopping? Oh, it was just low. Alright, I'm actually going to go into here and kill that music. Alright. I really hope the VOD music is going right. Yeah, it looks like it's alright. So much wood. And we're going to need a lot of it later on. Get this little bit of a map exploration done here as I head back to spawn. I see mushrooms. Mushrooms are actually a really good food source early on. I love them. In the game, anyways. Mushrooms in real life are actually real fucking gross. I'm the type of person, I'm the type of changeling that I'm a texture eater. And, so it's not so much the taste, it's the texture of mushrooms that it's like feels like you're chewing rubber. And I'm not about that. Really? I just beat a lightning deer and you figure you can come up to me? There we go. Forsaken, sacrificed. You have been granted the power of EVGA. Use it in times of need. Your next target dwells in the Black Forest. Go there, explore the lands, and uncover their lost treasures and resources. The Elder awaits. I do not think we'll be getting to the Elder today. But we can still make some progress. And I can have a little bit of a kip. Dream of a bright hall filled with gracious warriors and fair maidens. The air hums with song. Oh, come on. Game's loading too fast. First world problems. Game loads too fast. Alright, submit those, submit that, keep the rest, submit that, repair, grab the antler pickaxe, and deposit that. Yeah, I did not have enough arrows before. What does it take to upgrade the... Oh, I can't upgrade the antler pickaxe. Okay. That makes sense. Oh, this is a rag tunic. I need a leather tunic. Okay. I might have to go hunt some deer. I should probably get a shield at some point as well. Do I have enough leather scraps? I don't think I do. No. Oh, Hugin. What do you want? You have crafted a pickaxe. Black Forest is rich in minerals. There you can find copper in the ground and tin lining the ocean shore. Go forth. Strike the earth. Indeed. Yeah, there's a little bit of Black Forest up there. That's where the skeletons were coming from earlier. Socket. There you are. Get some of this exploration. Nobody likes a blank spot on their map when they've explored all around the other areas around it. Not sure why the game is doing a little bit laggy, but I mean, then again, I have my own Twitch stream up. I've got a friend's Twitch stream up. I've got OBS running. I've got the game running, and I've got 2 different music clients just to make sure that there's no DMCA on the music I'm playing right now, because the VOD music is actually done by my very own mod, the Pryax. It is royalty free as long as I credit him, which I do. Because I would not use a friend's music without crediting them. I wouldn't use anyone's music without crediting them, to be honest. But I do make sure that the VOD actually does still have some music, even though I do not, they do not hear the same music that is playing for everyone else. And then, of course, I've got stuff like Discord running, and I've got my camera program running. So I'm running a fair bit of stuff. If I really wanted to make sure the game lagged less, I would close down some of the extra programs that I don't need, such as maybe Discord. A full belly, a full sail, the weight of a spear in your hand, and a song on your lips. Let all the mountains crumble and the seas boil to salt. One day in the sun is a life well lived. Cool, thank you. Poetry, just what I needed right now. I wonder if that's the deer that I smacked earlier. Ow! There must be a burial ground around here somewhere. Yes. By the way, if it wasn't obvious, using arrows... Yeah, there we go. Using arrows on a skeleton, not very effective. Oh, Grey Dwarfs as well. Oh, and a starred one. Please, let me just murder you all, please. Okay, I actually have to recover. Oh. Run away! Oh, I'm getting stuck. Oh. I got stuck on some trees. I should definitely make a shield. Oh, I wake up and the first thing I do is punch my wall. Perfect. Yes, I know, Hugin. I just died. I've got time limit on this power, Hugin. I can't talk to you right now. No. The E to your power makes your stamina usage from sprinting a lot lower. Means you can run for days. Really good for trying to get your body back. Yes, I know, Hugin. Give me a moment to get my body back. This is where I got stuck. Alright, and now I have corpse run. Woo! You'll notice I am still naked as a jaybird. That's because it actually takes time to equip stuff. That's why you get the corpse run buff. Which... really good. Alright. Each time you are struck down, you will forget a small part of your abilities and drop your belongings at the site of the accident. If you wish you were home by now, I'd recommend building a bed wherever home may be. I respawned at home because I already knew that, Hugin. Alright, equip these. Perfect. I'm gonna go deer and boar hunting, because I am clearly not ready for the Black Forest. I need a shield to deal with the archers and the skeletons. I hate this bow so much. Come at me, boar. I know you almost killed me, but you did not. So, I win. You lose. That's a boar stone, isn't it? Yep, that is a boar stone. That means boars tend to spawn more often around these stones. What? Was that a starved boar? I should have more than enough health to... Oh, wait, no, I only had 10 health. I'm looking at the playback on the stream right now. I thought I recovered more health. Oh, no. Noob streamer keeps dying in Valheim. Alright. We're way up this way. I do not want to deal with you right now, buddy. Of course, he might not give me a choice. Hi, boar. Bye, boar. You missed. Oh, you are 2 stars. There we go. That explains a whole hell of a lot. Oh, grab the flint. I do not need a torch. Oh. I heard a deer over here somewhere. I see a boar. Oh, ran out of stamina. Was not watching it properly. I don't think I'm anywhere near that deer anymore. Just heard another one. Something sees me? Are you serious right now? Got that one. Oh, I did not have my club out. Yep, I clubbed you to death. You are now dead. You are my prey. For hide, do need to make a full set of leather. Get this exploration though. Got him. Is this the one with the... Yes, it was. Should be able to get it from back here. There we go. Give it a second. Then I get to go in. I got the honey. Where is the queen bee? There it is. Queen bee. Queen bee is now mine. Alright, you. 35 stamina. You're better. Eat you. Continue exploring, looking for deer. And I mean, I'll still pick up the raspberries because, I mean, I will need them eventually. Oh, that was mushrooms I just saw. Yes, please. Nothing like good early game source of food. I think I can get that shot. Yes. There was another deer here. It probably took off, though. And you are mine. Huzzah! I think that was a pretty good hunting session, despite the deaths that I had. And I'm gonna go to sleep. Z. No dream tonight. Guess the game heard me complaining about all the times it did it too fast, so it's not giving it to me at all. Alright, I believe it's under crafting. Yes, it is. The bees are happy. The Sleep Viking, yes. Alright, wood shield, make. Leather tunic, make. There we go, that looks much better. Some of that. Leather helmet, make. And my impressive ponytail and I think beard. No, the beard's still there. Ponytail's gone though. It hide. I did get a few more bones. I need 5 to upgrade my club though. Those in there for now. There. Now if I switch this into that, that's fine. Switch over to there, switch back. Okay, still have to hit both. Sometimes it'll, like, I can't remember how, but it'll link the two. Whatever. Grab you. Trophy don't need up there. Pickaxe I will need eventually, but not right now. Trophy I'll put in here. What do you want, Hugin? I'm trying to hunt the deer that I heard over here. A shield allows you to block incoming damage. If your timing is perfect, the enemy may also be parried. Be careful though, if you block too many hits, you'll become staggered. The amount of damage you can block before becoming staggered depends on your maximum health. So if you plan on tanking a lot of damage, you should eat food that increases your health. Heavier shields will block more damage, but will also slow you down. Yeah, thank you, Hugan. Appreciate it. Okay. I missed. Don't run yet. Oh, you jerk face. Oh! Oh! Did you see that shot? I, like, sniped it between the two trees. I think that's the best shot I've ever made. Wow. I'm gonna clip that. Might have to go a little bit farther back to actually edit the clip, but I assure you that was like at least like 60% luck. Like I did take the shot thinking I might be able to like at least try, but I didn't think I would actually succeed. Oh, so many raspberries for me. It sucks that you can't actually make a raspberry farm. Like, you can farm things like carrots and whatnot once you actually get the carrot seeds and you get access to a cultivator. But you can't actually replant the berries anywhere. And if you accidentally destroy a berry bush, that's it. There are some mods that allow you to replant, though. Finally sit and eat, being running around all morning. Hey, enjoy your meal. It's a nice little creek I got going on here. Arc in gardening is a big thing. Yeah. So, I mean, like, you do need to garden in here, in this game, to get some stuff that, you know, for food and whatnot, for better foods especially. But, like, you can't farm, like, mushrooms or berries. You can only farm vegetables. Alright, let's get some of my parrying practice in. Oh, you attack me without pausing like sometimes you tend to do. Come on, boy. I did not parry in time. Or I blocked too soon. Oh, blocked too soon again. Oh well. Where did the other board go? There he is. Are you trying to run away from me? I don't know where he's going. Big club. Yeah. Got a big club with the boar's name on it. He thinks he's getting away. Well, he's dead. I can't get his stuff. Alright. Got some other contenders here for some shield practice. Come on, you jerks. Who wants to fight me? I know there's 2 of you at least. See 2 of you. 3 of you? Speaking of gardening, I set up a small herb garden in my back porch today. Oh, nice. That sounds yummy. Got the parry on that guy. Now, why aren't these necks coming out? Where did they all go? Been tending the compost all winter, and the plants that survive winter are growing out there. Nice. I do not have much of a green thumb myself. Come on, you jerks. Wow, shooting at them is not enough to get their attention. I mean, I'm not going to be able to get that stuff, but I made the shot, and that's what matters. I actually did not either until last year. I thought the composting was like a big thing. Yeah, composting is a huge portion of it. Alright, get smacked. What do we have here? A chest? For me? You shouldn't have. Kind of interesting to see all the kitchen waste, most of it anyway, get turned into dirt. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's how it works in nature, too. Right? So it's helping things along, that's for sure. Ah! Jumping strike to the head with a club. Knock, knock. Nothing in here. Okay. So our Viking friend here have plans to garden. Eventually. I do need to get access to bronze before I can even hope to make a cultivator, though. So, unfortunately, I cannot do it yet. Oh, I can eat another bite. Oh, I can eat another bite of everything. There we go. Long ages past, when the Allfather Odin united the worlds, he threw down the Vanir, the giants, and those creatures older than any others. The greatest of them could not be killed, but were instead forsaken, exiled here to Valheim for eternity. When they tread the earth, the lesser creatures jump like crumbs on a drumskin. You will know them when you see them. But yeah, farming is actually like a decent, decently important thing in this game. If you want to be able to get like the decent foods for the better fights. I mean, you don't have to farm, but you definitely can. And I would argue you definitely should. I will make sure that you are lined up as my next bit of food. I was riding the boar, okay. Wow, still blocked way too soon. These guys are slow. Okay, now I heard a deer. Yes, I have enabled Stream Elements points. It's a command, or not command, a repeating command that I have not turned off despite needing to. Because I have channel points enabled as well. I mean, I do still have some points in Stream Elements. And the gambling still works, if that's what you're into. You're over there somewhere? Yeah, no, I disabled that one, Tinsara. Nice try. You have to use actual channel points for that one. But stuff like the exclamation point forms, to know which forms I have. Stuff like that. Lurk and whatnot, those are all in there. And, yep, there is Gremlin. That actually caught me off guard a little bit. I guess it's like your goat scream. Yeah, I'll take all your stones. You can't stop me. I'm not sure whose stones those were. They're mine now. I mean, it's clear they were supposed to look like a campfire, but that wasn't an actual campfire. Wet. Thunderstorm. You serious right now? I don't want a thunderstorm. So being wet does decrease your stamina regeneration rate. Which means this sucks for me. Yeah, it's the same weather I'm having right now. Oh, is it storming over there? I mean, like, in real life, I love storms. Not so much in games. The goat thing was just supposed to be for a sound test, and everyone liked it, so it stayed. Oh. It's been a while since I've gotten you with the goat, though. I'll have to try again sometime. I mean, what? Rain and thunder. Oh, thunderstorms are the best type of storms. Again, in real life, not in games. In games, they're usually just annoying. Alright. I activate the power of EVGA. EVGA is like, I think it's something like a 75% reduction on stamina usage while sprinting. Arc, you get cold and take HP damage. Yeah. Thankfully, you don't actually take HP damage for being cold from like the rain and whatnot in Valheim. But there is another biome we'll be going to much later. It's the mountain biome, where it is snowy. And that one for sure... oh, that was a deer, not a boar. Dang it, I should have shot it. That one for sure... you take damage because it's so cold. Okay, you are right by my house, good sir. And you're dead. The bees are sleeping. Oh, and you destroyed my fire, you jerk. Make sure that's repaired, because I think I tagged it. No, I didn't. Oh, this has to be set on ground. Oh, that counts as being covered enough? Oh, no, it just went out. Okay. Fine, fine. I'll cover it properly like you want me to. Where's the snap point? Oh, does it not have a snap point for this? Okay. Whatever. I'll eyeball it. Oh. That was not stable enough. Okay. Yeah, that's not gonna work. There. That's not covered enough? Are you kidding me? I want it lower. Come on. Snap nicely, please. Oh, I almost had it. There. That's covered enough. You can build a fire pit inside if you, place it on dirt. I'm dry again. Now I can sleep. You dream of a river running uphill of green shoots turning downward into the earth. Why am I getting these weird dreams? Day 7. Hey, you gave me a piece of honey. Thank you. I'll actually put you in there. Actually, I'll put the raw meat in there as well. Take the trophy out and put the neck meat in there. I was gonna say, Vikings were known for the longhouses with fire pits. Yes. So you can put them inside, it's just you had to build them a certain way. Which does a chest cost? Only 10 wood. Okay. That did not want to angle properly. Alright, I'll put you in there. I'll take you. Put the flint in. Stone in. That in. And this will be trophies and money. I'll take these out. And I'll put those in there. So that way this is food only. Thankfully in Arc, you can just put a fire on a foundation and go. Yeah, so I mean, like, yeah, there's definitely ways to do it. And even in, with Viking longhouses, their flooring was usually made out of dirt, first and foremost, and then planks placed right on top of that. So that's kind of how it works in Valheim as well. I did not get as much deer leather as I thought I would. Oh, I can't make a cape. Oh. Ooh, wood and resin, and I can upgrade my shield some more. Yes, please. I'll grab some wood. And you know what, just in case, I'll bring out some of the bones. Alright, what can I actually upgrade with all this? Wood shield. Cool. Can't do that, can't do that, can't do that. Can't do that, and can't do that. Okay. Okay. Materials of the crafting variety, and here you go. Actually, I'll put bones in there too. I meant to take this out, not the leather. And I'll put spare gear in there. And yeah, spare gear. I'm gonna need the pick. If it wasn't for the skeletons, I would leave the club behind as well. Move those. Because the honestly, like, I can just level up axes and use axes for both trees and combat, but the skeletons are really weak against bludgeoning. Uh-oh. What uh-oh? Uh-oh, because I'm going in for another fight and probably gonna die again? Yeah. Did I just run over mushrooms? I did. Think stream went down?